The crowd at Wednesday's wrestling match watched Andrew Johnson's dreadlocks drop to the ground. The New Jersey high school wrestler reportedly had to choose, trim the hair or forfeit the match. A decision handed down by referee Alan Maloney, who said the athlete's hair length and headgear broke the rules. Johnson won the match, but response was swift, some calling the haircut a case of racism.
Wrong, flat out wrong. It's very disrespectful, and it's discrimination.
Social media quickly lit up as well. Civil rights activist Shaun King called it disgusting and heartbreaking. The governor of New Jersey wrote, no student should have to needlessly choose between his or her identity and playing sports. The referee, Alan Maloney, grabbed headlines before. In 2016, the Courier-Post reported he was accused of using a racial slur against another referee at a private gathering. Maloney later apologized. Wrestling champion and Olympic gold medalist Jordan Burroughs shared his response to Johnson's ordeal.
In high school, as you're growing and you're developing, you're establishing who you are, you're creating an identity. I know as a young black man how much my hair meant to me.
Buena Regional High School administrators issued a statement saying the assigned referee will no longer be permitted to officiate any more school sporting events for its athletes. The association that regulates New Jersey athletics adding the ref will stay on the sidelines as state authorities complete their investigation. Kathy Park, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.